Edian and a movie called grade A school. Or Conasa one passia, or so what is a school where my child baby, a whole muchapa. Uncle from 1,
yeah.
Uncle from 2. No, you could register a final year.
Yeah.
Results no buy. A change your quarter year when you're results no, they call your channel. So, what is there?
Yeah.
There was a school, I remember some bonity school, no, Oko from 1 and Kualani in 50. Oko from 2 70. Final year to register 1,000. I'm free in a buy.
Omo bibia kwa ba Inform Media TV and platform we eso. Enche bia any beto bia say we see candidates and as students on which we see this year no. I was for enkwara no more fairly about 50% a fairly call mat no. Basa just a yare husem. Na we ena ura we CEO at the National Entrepreneur Innovation and name I think say enterprise and bibisa yura Eric Agyei. Na Eric Agyei any MPP communicator our former member of parliament. Yes, I start to be corrected. That clashing on ecosystem dumaji esoni na kwadai wasi hun komo any the aqua aba what you say the namswa amasa nsemi abano ena no mu didi hun komo na yenkasa hun bibie bet mesro se obey them subscribe to the channel no now like now share now on the most serious note no yet me either kuti and send be abachira wadwin or comment section me koba ya to also.
I mean, it's really beautiful. Amstead and Suwobi, and I think our universities, are doing really well. Yeah, in terms of the innovation hubs or more build. The UGBSDN was very impressive, and all the other privately owned innovation hubs across the country, and job spaces near the Omudi training youth, very impressive. But 100 million from the year to 30 million release be pen because you see, and the promise was specific to train 10,000 youth in 2025 and fund 2,000 out of them. This year we are entering December.
The question is, out of 2,000, here they are fund.
No, so we are training now. Training now. Then they fund. The training is underway. We are training
Friday.
Oh, okay.
So what we did is
training 10,000,
10,800 and something. They be crab betos.
Oh, okay.
Also, be application. Yes. 120,000 apply.
Okay.
Online na manu anina. Nti. Then who be here say best select be. Nti selection no. The na me headache pan no but yankopon ma wadwuma na wa ma wadwuna ka ho so ya power independent committee ya British Council, Absa Bank, Ghana Enterprise Agency and some other state agencies ya tna no mo yedwuma and some private individuals are mo well vested in the entrepreneurship no si omukodi na otwe mo baby back on nti omudi kan so na so be do 16,000 nipa 120,000 no no more science finance be drew 10,000 something. Nti o statistics omodi ejuma. Yeah. Nti ema ewo mu pa because ejuma na your plans na na money is 60%.
Okay.
You consider more and disability person be as mu bi o apply on so automatic member. Yes, I feel na you were free man as one qualify. We disable or apply for ejuma you automatic. Yeah.
Okay.
But you see, yeah, born to one. Mampeni ka say ye bema emebunu entrepreneurship ntitie.
Yes.
Kwan ye befa so a ankran krejadi ni dwumadi ne ye be inculcating in us because obi ye na mu obia ne neti. Obia ne de oton ayeto. Eto da ya na nipa hu de wo so ye nti. Ubetimi de hope akogu school mu za obeko school na still na say de otia na eden. Otie. And to the cool yes, you'll be secondary school starting the business. And now on a financial or party no constituency. Bring your do now and through a more was why I say MP. And so the common now qualification now was why a good kaboot no. Oh, on any pet.
Sure.
And then I was here a mebuno. And you see, I think people are also getting it wrong. Obia, Onya Quenya call. your training no be 5 weeks, you know. Ebi bibi timi afresh na wabusa ne say what happened there. Obi nkofo bebre apply a omo ye omo adwuma dada. But entity na no money. Me ye call so many university na ho no. What's the name?
Yeah. Sustainable development.
Yes, so to training, training be my.
Okay.
Oba ba ko sore bisa question. Na o ka say ono oba e de wa hu ni say e wo say udidwa wo bank account. Now do sikatum. Uniama na okofa ba na wo say wo troto. Uniama say like bookkeeping is bebre kra nim. Nti ono de ani dwa na odi no. Otobi awato. Nti once obi timi di dwa te kwan ye to na de tensi de hu say abele twam oni abele. Na wajibi.
Tofe black and white.
Esiwa no na wajibi. Enkate boga na wajibi. Nti onkodu fie no. Na wajibi ni jetre ni nyina no pa. Ba se who keep you records.
Yeah.
Say na me ba yi ya to we say what road ya to ho. Me ko fa na ma ni say. Me ti free mu amemfa so e wo so no ye bi 50 pesos. In the time I won my bele ni amuduro ni so bolo kwa na be steady say hey. I'm here na ma no me jetre. Sa na ma ni bebre kra ni.
O ko pe loan or bank so a bank ni
bank na good. Nti bebre na adanse ya na omudi ni you could see say e bi didwa ba onim de oye. Ya na me ye.
Why mo na efrefre we.
Say ya tese mo ha. Obi ya na da bia me ye mfanto mu bi say bia oye be mo wasi so now say pork business na wani je ho. Na wanya be bia nkoton pork say za buzongo. E kuma say na be.
Obebo cabrez.
Afi bia obebo ka. Bo obi su nim say edwana odi ni ya ho na wo so odi no. What does it? Nti a man for entity na ye dey more mentorship, no leadership skills, how to get funding, business governance, anyama no e bi o madwemu to some extent. So that aspect is there.
Yes.
And I can see be fund the kakra no na nkofo make case say they think nipa na be support your money so. I think obi our right so be make case for that.
Almost 2000 is so.
Yes, that is it.
No sir. Since na we training nipa 2000 must select your money.
There be. I feel be form a grant management committee.
No, must be selected 2000.
Yes, no must select. Because hubs now you train you across the country, over 120 hubs. So be adding a report beba.
Okay.
Reports no money beba. So got now on the show. Yes, so. Until business plan now the core defense almost submitted the bar. Then this grant management committee now selected. But another opportunity is mene me ame paperi kupoku.
Yes.
This nkuko nkete president ka se one ye empathy na ne yenye bi. Ohwe emabunu na ekosua entity na se mema na ye memfa na oha. Emu be 60%. I said they are all interested in poultry.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
A mema.
Yes, a mema ni teach. So I think a good opportunity for even the government flagships.
Okay.
Yeah, Bema and Kuko Sema Yeden Akostro. Last week we met the ye keke o any happiness and Kuko Bono and Yakoto.
Momo Toby the Ama.
Ye ton Kuko Bono. Nti ememwa no moko ye training no bia almost omo ye interested in Kuko nkete no. Ye Bema wa Kuko Bono na wode Kuko no begum. Nti betinya ma akukubu betima fango be 300.
Okay.
Me akwa great ministry. No mo no so abema feed no ene nkoko no. Then we stock it for you. And these are na a great for. I
don't know outside 2000 na more funding no. And I will be 2000 now. Omu nyina ka 2000.
Yes. And I make us 2000 na like nipa na ye training omo no. Do na proposal no. That's more poultry interest. No?
Okay.
So even a lot of them from that side, no, you bet me a home baby.
Okay.
And you know, you say to a Greek for no, and you must say this which now woman, no, a Greek officers, no, a be monitor, who say, oh yeah, Jumano, a cocoyari and a beba, Nina show masi, Sanya Manin, and you see, Adeba can say, Ubi. One free December ye drew me. Uko be checks a woman or the Nina Berry Club.
Yeah, at this time there.
A dangerous zone. And me bet in our office are there by comment when they say, Honorable. Yes, sir, yeah, Casa ban betray Muko mom when nipa. But once a mindset now, they call government flagship and yana strong. Government flagship be a buyer idea, or could be an so Haiti jackpot. So that is why a lot of near mana ye person no ye pe say ya de a okwa odi wani ye den ehu nti bi te say interest ye develop was an konketenkete na catfish mo die say no catfish ya am cooperative nipa be 5 ya set mo up ni ato fingerlings na guma obere nyene no obere
and
so those are the things nti etoda na say one year strategic you train them, you get them the funding. By the end of the day, unya results.
Another question
you know, me are very worried about them government initiatives about the fund and the end results. One, about even the selection of the people.
Okay.
We are fond of always making it political. Inti ebesheno out of nipa whether 100,000 na nimu 10,000 na wo be shortlisted ni nyina kita political colorization
me pa cho debi
make us member you see no
see former say me ya no I want
na say our can so no be so to draw to mo self eti ba do te wo dey mo bi so nti mo so me dey I am all for support for the youth.
Okay.
But ye be beside over the period of time. Aba kwan ye fado ye di select emebu na ye pede ye boa won no. Na ye dem boa ne ma won over a period of time ye monitor what is the outcome. It's tembi and sika be kwa akwese so called flagship programming. 5 years down the line ebu ne ho akonta dem sika ni na wa ashim. It's all because of the way a man ye run and the politics and so ye dishim. What I can advise my brother on the day, yes, then abandon the program naba.
Yes.
But won't, because to tell you the truth, from the district assembly point of view, Waba assembly said the 1 year then, 1 year. MC is known what they what pay in 1 hour, what for Munkrofo, what
bad issues.
Are you? It's MCs, you know. So that is where I'm coming from. To one boy, I didn't know man one interest. Ankasano won ban beje. We boy man no what they share. One answer one incro for a party for. It's why and them na nipa never pay onimbre party ska. Another demand. Then at the end of the day, it gets collapsed.
So you see, I think you are making a good case.
Yeah.
Very solid case. Obi won say ade ba ko a me ba ya e dance na me ye ne say Obi university hubs no kra na a training entrepreneurs no e strange more ankasa. Even some of the VCs ni pro VCs no ko no mu how they are happy, said they have the capacity to do this training for the mebuno no, but how do they even get access to government flagship like this? So when I came, and me interested, the interest of the government, University of Ghana, UPSA, Amstead, UCC, name them, all the public universities now, or more university hubs now, they are trainers. And Obi, this is the first time. Aside that, hubs bear 120 across the country, and they are more surprised, say, government flagship. Uncle yes will be now find a contrast and video moko go baby no na across the country. And this training over be about 3 days because class PowerPoint presentation ye kire ade ye kire dwadi obi so with the mechanic the bia attendance ekoso enti saa omo de saa mentality ne start ye no oba 1 2 3 o ma biem and the bia meka ye generation ye we have to make a case for our generation. And this will be aba no ye na wonya result obi ani ne di on trust us like you indicated. Fine messages they manya bi and na wa moya mane ni ade to say the baby na wo kono. You see those things are there, but I thought that na kase be ye ne say the ye ne da bia ye nya results. At the end of the day, just imagine so be nya ntete na waso na sene kakra na wa fa nipa ba ko na mienu wo na adwuma mo ne petem. Unemployment rate no what is so kakra.
Exactly.
What
I say?
Yes.
One district, me feeding. You started training. Them the first 3 days training course. Number 2 coin. Then information about any say an enkofo bi mu amo abefrem omo ye known party before am say hey. Now when I select you, yes me ni mo na me select you. Because me I didn't know you. What corner will be to I say omo ye party before me known. Na me catch the penny no frame from the district and say my man 24 hours. So I'm training now start here. Papa no mama post no me kwa ko kan kire me wan na frame say the next master because you see yentimi nya ne said ye ne dada na and we are all Ghanaians and on Ghana first we run a flagship obi anya gidi akọ online akọ apply wo de kwabrane wo tifi wo say mail form na ye kwoto aba no ya nto ne internet nti ade nti ne say ye EDS mo nye ne internet wo the election time no duru ambasia akọ internet. I am not saying say you undermine nipa o and your global village obi all these development partners on mobile time be any omo meetings no only omo kasa data ni yeden it is a World Bank send the data man from NEIP afi na da bia akwaje forms na o be scan o ye ne sen it is a DB ba just yes ye call one this ye online registration later any sign print forms e call all the YE offices across the country. Once you buy na ye ne sa wings na ko form na fe ne ye ho adwuma. But the person me kire ne say e gidie e na wo de ko ye adwuma. Nti unyo opportunity whether you belong to A or B, a opportunity na wanya. You are Ghanaian and Ghana first. So honorable, trust me.
Into omo expected funding omo hwe anim to da ben.
Omo expected funding no. Ye senka ye be ye ne December ya.
Yeah.
Ba penny bia wache wa bem no ka je mi se minim season na e wo mu de o si e ko di bro ya so wan hwe ye
o discuss komo
big supporter
wa mo aso ya
o de ni na be di bro ya nti ono no suggest ya kire mi se ye very careful first quarter no
next
year omu ko di omu bro ya ni wie na omu ba na o support omu business a good idea but ono de hu ni say if I go now see a we
obebo besi dia
yes so betima bo besi
e de hono de fra de say na waso ya shikakra na we need the panino kan no nti we are contemplating say bia we may follow that approach but a lot of things now e be no they tangible way nti dodo na business now be pitch no ade bi na ohia say e to de bo we can do that we do yes there's a lesson. The bia na menu akofi ofosu ji achinyewe on sa akaya yefo na mutreni
yeah
it was nice program then say obia also pan so anema one man entity utimi make up betimi aye but the question is oye wie na o graduate no ono on the street what I say make up so fifty one na wani nyina tene senso nti ono he na wo kwotena say oye obi make up what when we said that in it into we no this training ya nipa na oba ya o se opeso ye makeup no no oba okita ni makeup tools no ye makeup crowded but on entity bia den e fa ho o se obi eniema we no hia san de kan shop no so such person no so scaling up emana what create opportunities for others. Those are the things I think we have to be doing. A good initiative but so we implement na wa anya very careful obi
to scale.
0%. Unya results bia.
Very well. We say Obi, please congratulate Mr. David Kofi Agyei on his elevation as the presiding elder of the Church of Pentecost Birmingham Assembly in the UK from his brother Ohene John Emmanuel in Manchester, United Kingdom. Mr. David Kofi Agyei, congratulations on being elevated to the position of presiding elder of the Church of Pentecost Birmingham Assembly in the United Kingdom. Emmanuel Ohene John and ese yenkanwe emfa emma yeda se papa panyame emma o new position ne ho ahoden netimi eye adwuma and go out there and possess the nations. Ekosi sensini higher sempa 94.7 FM inti mamemra honorable Boama honorable inti yeah start new week. I mean the big story in the WASSCE result awaba and the failure rate it created this whole in the public domain. Amount for a casa GS issue statement one statement ABBA breaking down the results, the irregularities or corridor and all of that. Otto, then from where you sit.
But that CPOB the yen on China them WAEC results in the bay. And me about Mashim Kakra generally about WAEC one statement will release Meka for mbia ebie no baby a odi kan ye kwana ye fado ye conduct ye examinations.
Okay.
Na credibility of the examinations that's why you conduct, and them frequent cancellation and suspension of results na ne hu so ando or them here no yen educational curriculum obi yesu sana ye ko secondary school ni bi. Of course, mean two man call GHS na SHS we call regular system, but say you call exams O level. So at today we suspend obine results, another we cancel results or you just 1, 2, 3 few people now we involved. Enya dade ya ku school ye wie no se de nipa 1000 we twa one results in nipa 750 entire results have been cancelled, and a nipa 6500 one subject we trim well. So progressively, as I monitored them WASSCE results that neho kika ono, my very alarmed as to kwana ye fada ye conduct an examination. Na waye kano no ye supervisory institution no conduct exams, but o use nipa na ono ye. And nipa na waye ko use ono ye schools na won teachers na won kika ono. Oya my bed there say wopede what they share competition amongst the results outcome will be for schools na ba private institutions pede what share them one what gym moframa na moframa no tumu twa no tumu age woni pemfu no nsika. It's in a day are the ones now compromising even the examinations that we are doing.
Oh yeah, the private senior high schools,
both private and public.
Okay.
Because
school be
pede or share there. This is the outcome.
It used to happen at BC. BC say that was the major challenge. A lot of the private JHS schools. I don't know if it's stopped now, but
and so I'm a metro O level. The results are being no. Magasa mission in the crowd. It is the best effort results are obeying. I did science O level, maths, English, French, geography. Additional modern mathematics. They became my strength. Physics, chemistry, biology. Mubu 5, 6, 7. Minya French 2. Minya maths 1. Minya English 2. Minya 80. Maybe was sixth form. No, I had to shift from science to arts,
general arts.
It's Meko Prempeh College. Meko Koye economics, geography, and government.
Oh, okay. Not O level na school, man.
At this other college.
School, okay.
And at a million of deck, even at lower 6, because of credibility in exams na na effort and your best effort.
Sure.
81 I even did lower 6 of deck, you know. Results I mean and was good enough to even take me to the university. But actual results na say all banner the outcome. Obi on more tumonya aggregate be 6. 8 is 8 ones no alcohol presec wa this other college. Teachers no will receive one.
It's a result of one police fire.
What do school honoma? One hour then I will need to it is not comparable to the results.
8 ones now.
Exactly.
Whatever SS.
Then again, you inculcate cheating. Cheating at the very basic level because baby I hear near fever no. Me most our father we are examination. They be akukudru ne kra enya. Ehwe waye kon ya we state or the
best. Say nkwala e dey.
What's a mobile phones? What they call
exam room. Hey. Na me go throw BC. Me go throw BC wo. Krono unim asa won pode unim western region here. Okojomo ye okro be na empataba. Otram pataba kakra ko wanimu a ekura bi aseba na omo wo very good school fast le hon ye nyina the whole district o JHS for nyina ye driving from Elubo at if friend is saying 207 bar CB ni gum na no ye call BCS in conventional ye na ye magu car na so ne ye gum ne ye shija masa na ye de akokoro mo masa say wo de paper e call exams
now benya sa
Obi listen to this examination irregularities.
Yes.
1. Cancellation of subject results of 6,295 candidates for bringing foreign materials like prepared notes, textbooks, printed materials into the examination. How did they get it into the examination hall?
Oh, the textbook examination.
Because exams are pen and paper now.
Invigilators are one now. Oh man, what the room textbook.
Obi, these are very, very serious matters for consideration at this stage.
Now, yeah, me no bo me de near the bobo ne so understand me asanka me de in the court exams.
Cancellation of entire results of 653 candidates for possession of mobile phones in the examination hall.
Mobile phones.
Withholding results of 908 and the entire results of 158 candidates for various suspected offences. So, Ministry of Education,
and when every year Osha Wayek statement or Muishiwa every year these irregularities come.
So between Education Ministry, parents, Wayek, and all of us as stakeholders, no, Abba and Zamana ya fawa yedibesi with the madikwan because you're not dachi and I say this is saying now. The second leg of what I want to talk about now, it is about the actual results and actual results now.
Core maths, social studies, integrated science.
Yeah,
terrible.
Core subjects.
Yes.
English language out of 600,000, another 450,000 or trainer. English, one when you A1 to C6, 289,000, representing 69%. It's on fan kakra.
Oh yeah, 70%. That's like the best.
Oh yeah. Mathematics,
core mathematics,
48% in what passing, meaning that more than half of the students we prepared for exams will fail
core math. And by virtue of that failure, no,
so more than half of your students who go through exams will need progress. Integrated science 57%, social studies 56%. It means that half of yen you prepare for exams one year fit to move to the next level, and this is very dangerous.
It is.
And as a people, and I've been monitoring the education conversation and come there and share them foundational areas now because you see we are seeing all the technological and science, mathematics and digital space. If you them brofo so you will be expected then yen maths and integrated science and those areas even the manpower strength for the future, but that is where we are failing.
And maths the end year too shocking because of its centrality to university admissions, in the way unite. But what I found even more worrying, social studies.
Yeah.
And the reason is simple. Students they are there in English language. You need English to write social studies. A whole na social studies questions about this year now. A question that invites you to analyze and write, and you're straightforward. What is questions? It invites you to analyze and write. What it is telling me is your students from primary school through JSS to SS, the thing they find difficult
analytics,
analyzing your maname brofum. Ain't okay. What manasha the everyone say read the book we read the book we are summarize the book for me in English and write. They cannot. A lot of them cannot.
So now,
and that's where the challenge is.
Yen share yen 4-year analysis now what the bear. Because that is what is telling us whether you make progress
or we are
another sign. Sure. Eba English language 60% 2022, 73% 2023, 69% 2024, 69% 2025. So English is steady.
Yes.
Core mathematics 61% 2022, 62% 2023, 66.8% 2024, 48% 2025.
That's over 21% drop. It's crazy.
It's unacceptable.
It's too much.
Integrated science 62% 2022, 66% 2023, 58% 2024, 57% 2025. We are on a decline.
Yeah, for integrated
science.
Yeah.
Social studies 71% 2022, 76% 2023, 71% 2024, 55% 2025.
Again, over 20% drop. No, I mean, I think if you present 400,000 students to write WASSCE, now over 200,000 in tertiary. A national emergency. It's a national emergency. It's too much.
What I don't want people to do is to use this to do politics. No, not 2022.
No.
Now, 2023, not NDC phone the Wobogun. Your number one asem na yeka. Emba no ni NDC kala, ni MPP kala. MPP for one ba wom. NDC ni be wom. On the political party ni be wom. So we should completely stop politicization in terms of this. Now you share exactly what has gone wrong. Immediately, or say that ministry need to more fair all the chance, all the stakeholders to tell us exactly.
A stakeholder conference, because it's too much. I mean, imagine say for one whole year, over 200,000 students. Hey. But already chances are that not back, no. It's serious. It's serious.
But as a country, these are the conversations. You see, this country, serious about the seriousness. We major on the minors, and then the majors we minor on them. Yeah, you need a holistic national agenda to wait, because this is where our future sits. Results you get Ministry of Education giving us indication there. They have reviewed the results. These are the outcomes. We are going to move in this direction. You get the presidency to give us a signal there. No, I'm unimpressed about this. I'm directing the chief of staff, the Minister of Education, to immediately look at it. Get me a report so that feed into 2026 budget. The Minister of Finance will be directed as to about interventions. Kick about mosque, hijab na no kick secondary school. What kind of country are we building?
It's true.
Yes. Wakasa very objectively. And I mean me who and they were anajo me who dream pa.
It's too much.
But we know our phone. I was so many and be different. Obi, they said they now can baby I shall say go school. Yeah, moving here the early next start you local authority phone. Yeah, you no. So time no. You put school near kwa foom. So time no. You coba. Go fed you and befi. Na te said the can me crazy kwa ko to BC ya mu nyina e begadamo ya chichem zones nti bi e mo fi mara na mo student mattress
Google Council so na e share
omo ba asori dan mu
na e dem brutal
Pentecost for asori dan Roman asori dan Methodist asori dan okrumo nyina e ma
oh David
so secondary school ha ni akwagigi ho ba bi na nkwala no nyina ya tie crazy de enimu ano no ba won say no ya yesu atrana madene na agi ensem Ona bwade we abai. Si yesi enka no kure nkyere ye ho okrum ha. Ne ye beye se ye nte committee ni hwehwe wo results no. Obi. Edien ene mu obi kọ grade A school. Okona se wa mpase a. O se what is school bi wo ya matwa ho ba bi a ho mu twa pa. Onko form 1.
Yeah.
Onko form 2. No ya ko register na final year.
Yeah.
Results no ba. A chain the okotena luwi when yan results no de call ya matwa no. So what is there?
Yeah.
There was a school I remember me boni school no oko form 1 ankwala na 50. Oko form 2 mu 70. Final year to register ni 1000. Omo free na buy.
Now be 1000 emu be 600 a failure.
Yes. 1000 no at the end of the day omo ko try exams na timba say 99% to be a pass.
Obi a pass. Okay.
Nti ene say wo trend bi e wo kruma ankwala na nyina pe police, soldier, fire, prisons.
Yeah.
Obi grade 5As wo kan so on there sergeant na no be. No cry say Bob no rank. There was a report na me kan na Homachi University of Ghana. Omo say nkwala na omo ba university no mbe duru ho ehu.
Yeah.
Performance na nye. Are we not our experience? Anopa mi hu unu apeni colleague former education minister o make comment bi
yes man educhum.
Yes, they were na me penas no person here the partisan said they now no abokase my tries are debate
and is also GES and GES I'll read GES because so far I don't know the official
GES that's what my responded to.
Yeah, I want to read it. Yes. Honorable Clement Apak, they are sending messages here. Honorable Clement Apak, a deputy education minister, or say setting the record straight, facts surrounding the 2025 WASSCE results. The management of the Ghana Education Service has taken note of public discussions following the release of the 2025 WASSCE result. Management provides clarity to aid a balanced national conversation. Management takes note of attempts by Dr. Yaoseye Duchum, immediate past Minister for Education, to attribute the performance of students in the 2025 WASSCE to unsupportive management practices of GES. It is not true that the GES has cancelled any allowances due teachers as claimed by Dr. Educhum in his engagement with some media houses. Indeed, the Controller and Accountant General's Department has publicly clarified reasons for the non-payment of the November allowances for teachers. GES urges the public to disregard the statements made by the former minister Dr. Educhum regarding the 2025 WASSCE results and treat them as an attempt to shift focus from his shortcomings in managing the examination process. Management of GES views the 2025 WASSCE result as a true reflection of academic performance of the candidate. The outcome is a credible representation of students' abilities. Prior to the examinations, the Ministry of Education and the Ghana Education Service issued a firm directive that any teacher or official found aiding or abetting malpractice during the examinations would face strong sanctions. This was rigorously enforced. The 2025 WASSCE was conducted under heightened invigilation, strengthened supervision, and strict adherence to examination protocols across all centers. These measures significantly resulted in apprehension of some students and staff who would have engaged in examination malpractices. It is essential to appreciate that the outcome is a direct demonstration of the trend towards restoring integrity of the examination process. A credible examination system serves the best interest of our students, our schools, and the nation. As Ghana moves away from the Ghana-only WASSCE introduced under the previous administration to take the international WASSCE written by all West African member countries in May-June 2026, management of GES admonishes students to prepare very well for the examination. Management of GES will not compromise the integrity of examinations. GES will continue to work closely with all stakeholders, blah, blah, blah. This is signed by Daniel Fenyi. Management of GES views the 2025 WASSCE result as a true reflection of academic performance of the candidate. That is true. The outcome is a credible representation of students. That is true. But Eric, hold on. GES in attempting to correct Dr. Yaoseye Educhum is also playing into the partisan.
Let me tell you.
Because if you say where you true reflection,
Ghana Education Service, Yankasa Ghana NDC Education Service.
Yeah, we are Ghana Education Service.
Very good. And a GS this statement aba.
Yes.
And I may say, yeah. Honorable or Kasa was set you need to say politics.
Yes.
But let's be frank to ourselves. Let's be frank. Like how you started narrating where you came from. Honorable started baby and no free bar. Me baby and me free bar. Yeah, person in the assassin. Yeah, nimbi assassin and nana.
Social media,
that one is a different case crowd together. Honorable, you see, and Quadano, free SHS.
Yes.
I buy been at the buy.
Yes.
You support it. Yeah, transfer. Free SHS and Kalawi, Trimudamu, one crew man on.
And media may say, my to me, I be a wholesale promotion from 1 to 4.
When I may bano, may baho,
free SHS, Obi, the buyer, and
Miss May baho, when I may bano, Obi. And Quadaya, ye come, Massami. John Mahama time no mo school. Omo mo troy. Time no mo school.
We 3 years ago. So omo third.
Very good. Very good. Nti omo ko mre bi e na omo wie mre bi.
2020.
Nti education no mo ko nya na sa period na na nya na. No. Free SHS by honorable ye mfili akwala.
Did you free one?
Who free from one?
A wholesale.
Me say wholesale.
From 1 to Form 2.
Yes. Whether you fail or pass straight.
From 2 to Form 3.
That is how it is.
The rationale government gave, and it said, when a student fails, now money repeat here, government is paying twice.
Doesn't make sense
for a student.
Obi doesn't make sense. That is what is happening. That is what is happening.
2017.
Yeah, what school muno? Me time when I me go sumaris, me what my colleagues be am kayo mudi. Festus.
Yes.
Adani Frank. Adani Kwesi Fred Obendakwa. And I me. Yeah 5. So we ne be the first.
We be the second.
We be the second. Na we be the third. There wa na we drop ya ba. Marks na dey there ntem na keten. Na competition na dey e wo.
Yeah.
And then no competition na we senior high school.
Because I for the din komo a. In fact, say in Kolane tro end of term exam.
Yes.
Teachers be bring pom mark.
But omo mark it.
But o mark here o fail or pass you.
O mark you.
Or progress.
Wa mark you or konanim. So how can government say because akwada no o failure or repeat ya just a mesan to aduane manidi me bo ne ho ka etua ne fees sadia fa omusu ko yes
onko pie infa
enti omo na ye product na omo results aba no so we shouldn't sit and be as a ye hypocrisy need too much. We know the problem.
No, but
there should be competition in our schools.
The truth of the matter is when they say free SHS was implemented for 8 years at the NPP. We more result your more school 2023.
Mamen can say moncho. No,
I think we have to be fair.
Me say me the conversation here open. O man no and e ko baabi enye na was ye ka.
I agree with you.
You go to a time in this country. Enkwada no kwotwere exam so munim de omokwotwere. Are you not aware?
I don't know that.
Be frank.
I don't know that. So munim de omokwotwere.
Past question sem no ba mu okroma. No can say debate no.
Yes. So past question here for preparation. It doesn't mean
you time I go school no BC now on your past question.
Na some time I go school na me mfa bobo nsu ha.
Eno na me kire wa de say. Ena me kire say na ye near be to the extent say yes say ye man dache of which I nim say ye omu yie. Because me no ka say to say the honorable baby or the free buy baby a wo hwe kura na se na wo boy no. But you are here today. Ye penso no mobile phone ye ko school a na ebi ni ho. Me OSS na mobile phone no ho. Sa time na Nokia
3310.
Me na me health issues intino na me ko school a medicine phone eko. Ye headmaster. O de tie me. Ye headmaster domestic assistant. Ye friend Mr. Bobi waka baby. Me kwa onu na ye de me phone ye den. Okoma no. Asempa. Se ma ne mfa phone no ma me. Na me be fia ana se
omo pese omo
frɛ me a na makɔ ono ana na oye me kaso patron na makɔ ni fie na waye call
na sa phone po na onfa anye
na wo de ye den po ene me no ka say enkwada on say nra tem bia na nam so we go scatter them we go hwan yes so mo wie school no mo so on be scatter ye boys na wo fie no what I say
omuri kan ti me ma wo
say omadwi nyina yo mo AI artificial intelligence for nkwa ne gukruma nti ono no wanya kokodro de mobile phone akotena exam so you can what is photosynthesis na pa no dey ma AI
wabo
unim se onua no so wote na si to okuta phone no so no so another AI na no dey bo enti no yes start to see market question na artificial intelligence for nkwa ne good class who doesn't know it is better say you best start here can okra kire who in the system yes I nya result ne da me make ya dey bi asa na e fa ni ma.
We say we now we dada be wunyi no.
Me am so ni me.
Ah no be out the mobile phone go school there. Me
university
because
because of me health issues binti. Yes,
I said it.
Obi, ebi me make case there. Metimi okay hu hia. Obi. Enkwala na me pe police me pe soldier. So hu obi former results are wunya ya. Enka hwe o ka say obey science that time, obey medicine. Akwada no kita 5 years. Also pe prison. O ka hwe school no de also onko.
University no onko.
Nursing no onko. Teacher training no onko. O de onya kan ya o police and prison fire. Why?
Oh, the means 5 years no kura no.
Or the kwa na so be she. And I know one lady okose kwa nursing training college. Me metena anwamanum. Me na me ka no hu se maka. Me metua ne fees one semester. Ohu ne results are. Me manya bi. School no wajai. O mi krum. Wajai. Sa na to me ne hwan no. Sa ga ni suro. Now share results now they call and that is my pain. That is my pain. Say until say ye best start aka no kre no ye make progress da na nka we den ko prempe college u freli ba kwa so ko mi krom senior high school o ko pe better grade den na wona ko pe ne dey ba krom den e bai. And now another issue so amen so me hu ne say the way school placement na koye no obi won say time no now strength and e dey ko school a ope and yes free SHS obi atimi free ba bia ko ba bia nti first no unim say obetimi anya within 6 to aggregate 12 oh schools are target and then yes aneti oh I see obi nya 40 credit na ba crap sec free SHS they balance bibia how na catch us balance bibia oba any speed na chama mo ko no ntimi ni omo nko speed no and na de no no so ne target ye prempe na wanya na de ne kwoto mpasa etia no ono so kro ne lab school mo te wa na adwene ni ho a lot of issues and the discipline is not there. And the teacher for school for us. Are you not aware?
The biggest challenge, the result when me, I said it every year. Say if we are not careful, next year and the subsequent years, if we don't arrest this one, it will be worse. We'll cry. We'll
say worse.
Now, this is here no. So only teachers na charity or SS needing come out. A laissez-faire. Oh, laissez-faire. And Kolano, well, obi mo obi chemso. And they say, "Who phone cross a crown? Now they say, me, I think the biggest disservice, free SHS was a very good thing. But Sadia Nebeka was any wholesale promotion. No?
So
this it has to be stopped immediately. Immediately.
Yeah, share implementation of free SHS as 2017.
Yeah, 2017, sure.
Yeah, kasi 2025.
Yes.
7 years down there.
Yeah, sure. But 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Yentum yenye review. Na yenye honest to ourselves there. Ya practice free SHS need to.
Yes.
These are the strengths. These are the weaknesses. It's yen revise biwa. Yen revise first and foremost. Conversation even around whether there or say there still no. Wholesale. That conversation should have been settled years ago.
But that's why I'm a bit surprised about this government too, because our education review we now. Abide by and now we call around outcomes no way. So far we don't know the result.
So
we don't know what
that is why I'm coming
that
there.
thing should have been stopped immediately.
So
promotion.
So me tibida there echo school and then na work am minim there.
And
there abofraba echo school na why me find the mathematics exams enya 15% end of exams na form 2 na echo sua bia kabana na one na the mon etuma ntwa
school in the worker on deficit.
No. So please, these are Ochinamoko Parliament. I will go after these matters.
Very serious.
And as I say, whether it was NPP that brought this up, it is wrong.
Yes.
Whatever the motivation, I don't subscribe to. Immediately, the Ministry of Education should come up with it. And you see, the minister, the GES statement, manawama midi ho ye ono so they are also trying to bring politicization into this, which is worrying. This time, stringent measures would go, but we are seeing the same escalation of irregularities. So on your consistent with what they are saying, the baseline there, fundamentally, from teaching to supervision to emboframanaksa when in discipline, our entire basic education is in crisis. Yenta said them say NPP for initiative BB na ontwaye ya. Let's get a revision to those things. Say BB ni ebe na yeda teacher for na so another ya sanction in Zambia. Let's take those bold decisions and then move on, because some political decisions have to be taken. It may be unpleasant today. That's true. But parents should bear the brunt. All parents in a school no. They ben work at the school na sampasa kuweni. Where did we come from in this direction? They are cultural English. In 20% end of year exams. Social studies. In 19%. Now what's the for Form 2? Now Form 2 no, it's an upgraded version of what you learned in Form 1. If your brain capacity no
cannot contain Form 1.
Containing Form 1 there, because I mean I'm trained by now medi. Then I'm a space man frama wababe shebiti no. Then at the end of the day we are producing semi-literate children who should come and be.
Some of the SS teachers will tell you say admission they start to say the student will come, they will come and register. Obi will register, we know free school. The next time you see him, now WASSCE. They don't come. The next time you see him, no WASSCE. Yeah, because Form 3 automatic. He has already 3 years in the school or qualify for WASSCE.
No.
Yeah, that's what has been happening.
And GS have been supervising this.
I'm surprised. I am shocked. And we've had this advocacy from last year. Many Angel Kabono. Oh, many Angel Kabono. We said this thing. So we cannot be. I mean, many teachers are almost frame a direct. I catch them say, Obi, when you come to our schools, it teachers will be no corner where teachers
send a commitment to even teach well.
Where teachers spend most time now, staff common room. Staff common room and I don't know. Did you among commanders because class for now. So student no control ye bibi ye mon kwala no ye number 1. You cannot touch obia. Say who try and search
or misbehaving
no, you cannot
or the phone
no you can't
what kind of schools are we
you cannot punish any student now. And did you see a teachers ne kwa
it's Ken in school
no Ken David Ken in school they say you cannot
the chichire
and I also you employ time no when a bar say a year friend is saying Caning assault no na ye ma wo ye adwuma obedo and they won't mean you so no as punishment. It is a student in na bia Saturday ye ko cleaning na fine but say obi aye bone
or misbehave
no you can't
only under which human rights what during the say catch up for there
until there is a complete breakdown of discipline, and coupled with that, a student or more exposed that
secondary school, school needing teacher or say boss. This is the true reflection of the students' performance.
Yes,
the truth is that WAEC people were all over in the previous exams. What did you come? Last exams na kwala na kwotwe baby na WAEC for na jehoafa ntino de na yetimi ye de boa omo no untimi ye ntimi anye be no mpo no munya irregularity eno mpo ni
eno just amade and
anka enye eno na woka no teacher ni and when baby ye do no we should come out with a holistic approach enim say ade na ye kanka e hange ye komu ye deal with it because ye manom ye nuanom ye namfofo obi omumwa bi na ebe doctors abema o prescription ye okowo obi na se da bi asem we me maka o hada madam for na bi o kalkura o no obesre me chicken pox egu me na me call hospital once say chicken pox aduro bi na ye de ma wa asra na o ye white no o hu say yi white me we fini din no kra na me kama bo akoje aduro ya ba me de me ho tete me madam for me friends na say aduro ya me koje ye kra me apply so o be no Obi.
Ono mi agaba na why is
Akwank wakume. Debia ye shares group and ne desre no. Me kan wote onim ne ho. Enti me ye kwo no, me colleague ba ko no na nya duru we no bia desra na ho apa white no ko no. Se satam yare na boedomu na ye kan eyi no ho. E ko kan eyi no ho a. Akwana mama no maduru no. You see the problem we have. So me dey say we are not blaming the parents now. We are not blaming teachers. You can't see a condemn students outright. Ubia was taking what is happening. Honorable, when Parliament, this is the time I was taking some radical decisions in the education sector. Yes, I can say Obi, a better worse. A better because a year then year school. Form 1, omu 50. Form 2, omu 70. Form 3, 1,000.
And who registers?
Who registers them? Obi sani per 1,000 e ko register and also no. Almost 99% obi abenya grade up no dey aba. So where from this? And yenim say amount for business or mode no, especially those in the private sector. And because of say competition aba schools no category A, category B no. They take category G or CT no so person oba A. So what do we do? Let's help the students for them to also pass. Free category B. That is what is happening. We know. These are the problems. Yenim say what form, and we won't say it. Ekwalano, I'm far more kwatwirobiem. The edru no, and put it fact two timu say, or resource na wenyano. You deserve it because Obi to say phone the year or more allergy.
Yes.
Omo the phone no kwa. Whether AI and answer Google no mbeko. And yet the same answer ne be yama munyina. Ana winim. Say AI cry different answer. No ma will be quite different answer. Lecture no chade and teacher no chade and can you say I read the AI generated. And you can't deceive these examiners with it. And the young can occur in failing area aba. But they should raise it and they should ask a lot of questions. Omumbuso omo questions. Say me bra na me ko born in fear mensa no e ho results ni ana wow yes a calculation na now deserve ya ko pe ba bi na san ko school no biem masa ankofo abro nti mo de mo pensi
one other thing so I think they say my disappointment kaka in GES statement then is when you tell Ghanaians say results na abano a true reflection
of their performance
of Nkolane performance what does that mean? Because me, I'm thinking, say, and the statement doesn't tell. It doesn't tell us the way forward. And into that but to come and tell us a reflection of the.
I think this statement came out. But this statement came out. Once I say, who is a former education minister, or campaign platform.
Sure.
I think it's a statement.
But that shouldn't come from
free buy. No, so.
GES is
and the dangerous aspect of it. Let me say this.
Okay.
It was a free GES and eba. Omoka Sano or your campaign former GES Director General no. Eric Cancer and a friends and
Eric Cancer.
No. What am I say?
On the wine at you.
Oh no, near do trim and near campaign. I do trim a Casa.
Okay.
So if former Director General is seated. Then the sector minister is saying, I think the statement is very light.
On allegation was said, teachers, no allowances na ema and so masa. Or say allowances need.
Obi.
And that's what he is.
Obi, let me say this. Let me baba meka 9 months into America. Menyejuma. Into Meka say no ntino dear President Mahama say what's me deliver. What are they telling us? They should stop the hypocrisy. There's rare issues. They supervise it. And then a bear chart. It is a former education minister seated, former director general of education to
GS.
Now would make us allowance and the top pen and marker at the Amanqualan. What are they telling us? I think it's very painful to the extent they say, look at the numbers and Kwalano Mbetinefino. So what do we supposed to do at this critical moment?
But is that not what in the GES statement? There was some
let me say
because when they finish responding to the minister, say it cannot be true, say allowances because maybe controller for why the allowances delay.
Yes.
Then you come the next 2 paragraphs and tell us say the results now a true reflection of the and so what
and you can expect to say GS ebe ka kire o say GS statement
yes.
Results na ba no ye kire adwene ho senya sa na tie nti ye kwahwe
not that it will can we are. What are the remedials? Because emergency.
And I make a choice say another no omuntimi nyina make say because we nti otena say ni here. Enu nti na make no Ghana Education Service is very broad meboa.
No,
honorable member or you talk Kafra. Ghana Education Service is very broad. And I make say your politicians no baby I said ye niam na ye messy ade ni nyina. That is why I say you have a lot of role to play because of how you spoke here.
Yes.
Udu chamber wa give it to them. Tell them because say you are smart.
Next year
debia betra ha yeka na akwese ye politics ye nkwada na eba no se yanhwe omo education system ni year 10 years to come obi pia bomb obi explode
na se see as
eno na start no
na NSN kolani be free uni na omoba for attachment ne national service ne ade aja un say your biggest problem and say your foundation no e very weak in the NSN kolani started from primary school. Also unfortunately baby a okwa brochure a omo best teachers ne ade no and those who are well paid ne omo e fa nkola no wase e
yeah say hono omo hwe omo
e hono foundation e hia because akola no may say that point enne say would o ka kire obi o JHS 3 SHS 1 say on myself brofo be trama no obesu in the other sounds so kodru na o social studies paper ne ebusa ne say me kan omo questions about this year social studies no question bit me ka say and then I say write and explain 3 I say write Eric here I say write and explain 3 common Ghanaian values. Social studies question. Analytical. You have to because it be a question be who direct answer in a textbook.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I was converting what you have in mind on paper, using English to write a cogent essay. It's the problem, and that's why they fail their social studies. Well, and yet, what is name three. It once you twist question, no, analytical. Yeah, calamine lotion.
Yes, and no nipa no kam o mama no no. Manya no.
So finally and no so abo finally we can on this.
Okay, so medwen the baby ayegina no yegina akono.
Yes.
Miyem se semema emoframa worry by yet one way drew because you see at the SHS level no na bofraba no or keka kwane impenyem.
Yes,
because that is 18 years 17 18 possibly 19 years enti say yentum yama yenenu anko them area WASSCE na a lot of the things our hafa pass through all the way to JHS3 SHS3 and animu kwana ye fadumpo ma ye register secondary schools be private because even for GS so what data about where the person are coming from and at them private schools by now they should have done their own research and search on those places and even close them down because in there baby results if even only realistic and even the number of students are what register one and okay so or your collective failure and nobody should behave as an ostrich member be anfa knitting question from no onye do ni mano okodo it message when you abandon the maybe past administration MPP we are all part of this development most aminu aneke no emo from an one from 2025 then I watch exams 2025 were build up from 2023 it is if we take credit for 2023 2024 results we should even be the people to take responsibility for 2025 whether would be called November, would you be called November, that has nothing to do with the Moframan one exam. So, not the systemic fail will be about baby. You know, this current administration, Haruna, the government, and all stakeholders should look at it. Yeah, very objective. You make sure that you be fix BB immediately, or be certain on the tone to change the narrative as we go into 2026 and beyond. I want to see a country. Most amena minim secondary school 1990s, 92, 93, 94, 95 90% to 95% of ubi obeku school biano or you're very certain that them results are them not it in a say you name whether you switch to art like I did all the way to development studies to law. Because I made law exams even as president of the law school, right from LLB to the law school, not even once. Monsieur Kwana Wafadokra Epede. No, I even had instances where somebody will come and give you or more an idea of a questioner. Because I've been trained to them. Questionnaire them Wamba. So I will not even entertain it. Whatever I've been directed to study, I study and I'm through, and that is what has brought us this far. It's in
Obi say one thing so I was say for next year, and I think GES hinted it. Say next year we are going back to the West Africa WAIC.
They should go.
Who's a way no? This year the year come result. And still the Ghana only WAIC.
And that make us go back, no.
Now so go back to West Africa WAIC then you.
Nanga whining.
You see the right signal.
Come on here, the supervision here very different.
Sure.
And then no, as a young education sector, you produce your results.
I was here for we ask them no. Mega, I decided senka minka bi. Enka I decided se minka sa wasi hun sense because I know be pet and I would fail exams due to certain circumstances surrounding that and a man it may be fairly exams, but the way conversation no AC echo anyhow anyma AC korum I was a mega mekami na said ye enkwara no omun sheda enye serious so omuko school mu a said ye ne the kind of seriousness no eswate no medwen ho a I don't understand because to the extent akwada etimi gina dormitory na we be TikTok live na oye akwada etimi gina dormitory etimi a record video edit president sitting president atem samokai so mudi akufado atem sebi ye criticize akufado constructively na nye ni hu bi a sebi eye sei ana wodi bedi na atem but wasi for nkora we no bra no mo tro ana so mo betro no omudi papa na tem ema papa na catch o say oh munje o no mo kra ye nkwara mo suspendi o mo na ade ma we di ewura kufaro di na no to mu bi e catch o say munje o mo no mo ye nkwada o mo nim di o mo ye abujafo ewodo eno ho entansa e na aba no de bia meka me wo school no when I was primary, upper primary, na me SP. Na me SP with GHS and I was SP as well in SHS, ASP, yes, as that assistant vice prefect. So about the leadership skills, anyhow to control people. Hey, me sukwa mi wiye, me fan to that because I don't want my location to be found. Misukwa miwi ko honum na kubisa me history obi abidi me ho adanse because I was so straight and I was so disciplined to the extent say na ye ni me masem se bi nim se de mu esi ye oba lai de ye ko ye se ye ko ye na eya disua eya adusua na ewo yitirimu se ye ko ne akusua de na ye den ya pass ye exams and pass. We learned and we passed our exams successfully without having any charges. And I say any idea bia any teacher for benya in terms say bia. But any student and kwada na mo ko school no adie mu no omo do mo ahye some of the teachers ni binom they see na no nast Kwame Nkrumah secondary school ye wo they see ya ema head of academics eko miemia akwada ketwa our students. A lot of them are going on in our schools. Let's not behave as an ostrich. Say don't pretend. A lot of them I koso ye free SHS. Ye primary schools, ye JHS schools, both government and what privates. Ekoso a teacher for them kwada ni ade no mo sa saa namfo no eka ho bi enti aman kwada no they have always they are always relying on what the teachers will give to them at the exams hall. Na ekoba asa no na external for no so say hene ha ye mamu ntwe enti eno ho results na aba no and it is sad. Say ye kwe ni magana isuku no say Eric Agyei raise concerns be say first na ye ni WAEC West Africa na ye ni omo netro but then ye twe ho afiru na ye ni WASSCE ni Ghana de I was say ye ni sanko for Nigeria for Niger for other neighboring countries and now mutro bibia no they have to come on board na omo ye nsan ni omo ntro the same period the same time every time the best but we should write with them and I think the seriousness no ebe boost it sentisa the quantity another year to come no I won't be surprised if we record lower than this past mark album. I won't be surprised. Kwadano eye kwada bone papa titi social media ye beji mukunum ye biyesi akwada eka sansemwe enti ene ho results ena abase kutu se bam ena beto manim no ento ya wofo na oba yes adema no na obakita iPhone nipa abaiwa oku school okita iPhone 13 iPhone 14 16 na oye video TikTok na woso no na oye wofo na to no do ani se hwe no ene akoka beka so unim na so wanhwe ni ya obesia akonyima be hyew. Yes, because frustration aba obi be dada na o anye wasi nkwa na eye abrabo se wo feli anye se yenye se ibi wetu wani be ba ho na school no wanko bio wo feli into obeye burden e dia ma enti yakasa awofo mun control mba mun chiro mun hye mu yam na mun make sure say the commandate nti mu ko school no awose mu hwe mu no mutimi accomplish me di anase ebe me mama ne papa because they gave me a very good treatment. They were I was monitored in a sense menye basabasa enti me sua de ena betwa me wosi kama ene hwede asie kira wadwun comment section me diana baga bye bye.